past it.
Alright, so if I got the pad out here, you're running. Let's put the hip, keep going. Get hemmed up. Spin out. Ladder angle. Get vertical when you beat it.
There's been much to do outside the building about where Terry McLaurin lines up, if he's primarily on the left or if he's moved around. Does that matter? You know, for just, I mean, I'm curious what your thoughts are from a defensive perspective too. Does that matter, really?
It can for sure. It's there's no dumb questions here. Now I'm just as I was going into it, like it does matter on certain plays and concepts to go. Certain teams it matters more than others if they're the primary part of where you're going to go. Years back, the Colts were pretty good and they just played left and right, but that's all they always did. And that was effective, with Reggie and Marvin and how they utilized those guys. So I would say it's a little bit specific to the club, Nikki. And the reason I say that is you can be left and right like Coach Moore did, utilizing those guys, and you can in breaks from the same location to the same side to catch the same pass all the time. So you could make cases for that.
You want to get him that ball, but it just can't always work that way.
I want to get the guys the ball as much as possible. Terry's a dynamic player, but the defense dictates where the football goes, so I got to go out there and do my job, my 111th.
What is that line for you as a quarterback? Okay, I want the ball to go to him or someone else, but the defense is doing that. What's that balance of, like, letting them dictate where you do, or you saying, no, we're going to go there?
It's a fine line. If they give me an opportunity, we take it, but if not, we don't want to put the ball in harm's way for the defense to be able to make plays on it.
Moving on to the injury report, and I want to start off with what DQ said in his presser today regarding some injuries. First things first, Eckler and Wiley, they didn't practice today, and they're probably not going to practice all week. They are both in concussion protocol. If I had to guess, they're obviously going to miss the Titans game on Sunday, and they will not be back until after our bye, and will probably be back Week 15 versus the Saints. So, sucks that we're going to be out those two, but with them being in concussion protocol, going to take them a bit to get back right and clear concussion protocol, and that probably won't happen until after the bye. So they'll probably miss this week. And then as for Zach Ertz and Cleveland Farrell, they didn't practice today, but just because of rest, so those guys are going to be good. Marshon Lattimore, He practiced for the first time today in a Washington Commanders practice uniform. He was a limited participant today. If I had to guess, I think he's going to play, but if not this week, then definitely week 15 versus the Saints, which is right after our bye. So it is good that Lattimore practiced today. It was more of a light day today. Didn't, practice at full intensity today, according to B-Rob in his little media scrum today. We're going to get to him, by the way, in a second. So little light day. So we'll see how he practices tomorrow and Friday. But if he looks good in practice and if he looks ready and the coaching staff feels like he's ready to go out there, and if Lattimore feels like he's ready to go out there, then he's probably going to play on Sunday versus the Titans. And if not, they'll wait 2 more weeks and put him out there week 15 versus the Saints. So that's probably the deal with Lattimore right there. As for B-Rob, obviously suffered an ankle injury versus the Cowboys on Sunday. He was limited today, which is kind of a shocker to me. Thought he wouldn't practice today, but I guess with them not signing a running back, they worked out yesterday. We worked out Boston Scott and James Robinson, by the way. That kind of told you that, okay, B-Rob is probably going to be available for this week versus the Titans. Now, it was a light practice today, and he was limited today. However, it is a good sign that he's practicing with the ankle injury. We'll see how he looks on Thursday and Friday. But if he looks good, then he'll probably be a go for Sunday's game. And if not, then he probably won't be out there until after the bye. And then as for everybody else, Jordan McGee, Noah Igbenogany, Dante Fowler Jr., and Nick Allegretti, they were all full participants today. And then as for the Titans injury report, they have a lot of DNPs on here. However, their head coach, Brian Callahan, did say that a lot of guys got rest today, maybe dealing with minor injuries, or they just got veteran rest days. So they should be good. Luke Gifford, he has a hamstring injury. He did not practice today, so he's a guy to watch. Maybe he doesn't play, but I'm assuming that all the DNPs, or at least most of the DNPs, they should be good to go for Sunday's game. They're probably getting rest today, and then they'll probably practice tomorrow and Friday, but maybe a lot of them don't go, so we shall see. Arden Key, back injury, didn't practice today. Think he's going to be fine. Harold Landry, he got rest today. Roderick McCreary, knee injury, didn't practice today. Think he should be good to go for Sunday's game. Calvin Ridley, ankle injury, didn't practice. I think he'll be good as well. Jeffrey Simmons, he got rest today, so he's good. And then Chidobe Awuzie, he was activated, or he got his window open today off of IR. He was limited today, so we'll see if he goes this week. If he does, then that's a boost for the Titans. And then everybody else, Amani Hooker, Tyjae Spears, Jarvis Brownlee, and Justin Hardy, I think those guys are going to be good for the Titans. And then real quick, before I end off today's video, DQ did give us an update on Austin Seibert and why they placed him on the injured reserve. Basically, Seibert reported a groin injury, which is a new injury, different from his hip injury. So this has nothing to do with the hip injury. So they decided to place him on IR because of that groin injury. He reported after the game. It was the day after the game, which was Monday. And I feel like part of it is because of the groin injury, but also the groin injury is an excuse to place Austin Seibert on IR because he sucked on Sunday, right? He sucked on Sunday versus Dallas. And all year long, I said it in my video yesterday, Seibert has been kicking balls low. He has been kicking a lot of knuckleballs. Like, I've never seen a kicker kick so many knuckleballs in one season, and he's kicked multiple of them, right? So it was going to come back to bite us one of these weeks, and it did on Sunday versus Dallas. And we can't have that, right? We cannot have him missing a 51-yard field goal, a 30-some-yard extra point attempt, 2 30-some-yard extra point attempts. Like, we can't have him do that. So they want to give Zane Gonzalez an opportunity, and I don't fault them for wanting to give Gonzalez an opportunity. Not saying Gonzalez will be better than Seibert or anything like that, but they want to give him an opportunity because Seibert, I appreciate what you've done for us this year. However, can't do what you did on Sunday versus Dallas. So, I definitely do not fault them for wanting to give Gonzalez an opportunity, and let's see what he does, right? So what that move actually did yesterday was obviously gives Gonzalez an opportunity, but also it frees up an extra roster spot, which we used on Chris Rodriguez Jr. So he's on the active roster, obviously, and he's going to fill in for Austin Eckler's absence. So that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.